He's scoring a game-high 36 points on the way to a 118-115 overtime win. The Heat blew an 8-point fourth-quarter lead and failed to close out the series. So, Shannon, what does it tell you that the Bucks won in this situation right now without Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Well, it tells me they're a good team, Skip. And I think sometimes teams fall into a trap. When you have a great player, a lot of times the team spend a lot of time standing around watching him play. Well, Giannis is removed from the game, so now what are you going to do? We're going to move the ball, and we're going to get some good shots. And I think also, Skip, the Heat took their foot off the gas. And it's only natural. When you see the team's best player, and we all believe that he's going to be the MVP again. So you lose the two-time MVP, the Defensive Player of the Year. And I think the Heat relaxed just enough because the Heat play better. Chris Middleton went and got 21 in the third quarter, Skip, with Jimmy Butler and Crowder. I just think they relaxed just enough. And the Bucks got just enough confidence. Because, Skip, I was thinking once they got up to about 8 in the fourth quarter, I said, okay, it's over now. You ain't got Giannis, y'all done. And they just kept that, and they was like, nope. Chris Middleton says nope. Guys making shots. Bledsoe, George Hill made a few shots. They're like, no, we're not going away. We're not going out like this. We're going to go down swinging. And they were swinging for the fences. Give them credit. Give Mike Budenholzer credit, Skip. Giannis goes out, and Giannis was playing unbelievable. He had 19 points in 11 minutes. So we can sit here and say, well, would they have won if they'd have had Giannis? We'll never know. But the poise and the fight that they showed me, minus Giannis, explains to me now you get an opportunity to see, okay, now I see why they won all those games. They're a good team, Skip. They don't have household names, but the guys that they have, they fill a role, and they do that role exceptionally well.
Yep.
Chris Middleton showed you yesterday afternoon, why he's an all-star. He went and got, it was him, because this game was going to get out of hand. If he doesn't get heat check in the third quarter and get that 21, Skip, it's over. It's over. He couldn't miss. They couldn't do anything with him. But it showed me something. The Bucks showed me something yesterday. A lot of other teams, Skip, they had every reason to pack their bags and go home. They're down 3-0. Their best player is lost. Maybe, who knows? But we know he wasn't coming back in that game. And they stood and they fought and they lived to see another day. Now, I believe they're only going to live to see another day because I believe it's over in 5, Skip. But they showed me a lot yesterday.
So I want to be very clear about what I'm about to say. I would never try to make the case that the Bucks in general, long-term, short-term, whatever, are better off without Giannis.
Right.
But against this team in this situation yesterday, they had a better chance of winning that game without Giannis. Because what did you just say? He scored 19 points in 11 minutes.
Yep.
They were down a point because, as you just pointed out, they get so Giannis-centric against a defense that does make it very hard for him, especially as the game wears on.
Right.
He starts to wear out. They collapse more and more. They force him into some sort of jump shooting, some mid-range, some three-point shooting that he is not great at. And they expose his flaw over time.
Yes.
So I believe that game was going the wrong way when he went out. Just as they're obviously down 0-3 already. Right. And on Friday, which night was it? Friday night, Giannis was 7 of 21 from the field. It just wasn't good enough, and they lost by whatever it was, 15. I think they lost by 15 on Friday night.
Right.
So not only did that happen, that all those other Bucks are they're all really good players.
Right.
They're not like superstars.
Right.
But Chris Middleton's an all-star. Brook Lopez is an all-star.
Made some big threes. Brook Lopez made some big shots.
Bledsoe can be he can play at an all-star level. And by the way, Brook Lopez saved the day in the fourth quarter.
He did.
Weirdly, because he made 2 big threes. That's about all he seems to ever do. And
he got fouled with one, Skip, with no time on the clock, and he got fouled and made both of those free throws.
Both of those. But Chris Middleton in the fourth quarter, after that salvo in the third, he goes 0 for 6 in the fourth quarter, and Brook saved him, and everybody else chipped in. And then DiVincenzo showed me some real guts because he had 2 free throws to force overtime, and he missed the first one. And I thought, God, I'm glad LeBron didn't stand there right
Hold on. What time about? He should have made both of them. LeBron would have made both of them. We wouldn't even got to overtime.
Oh, really? Yeah, the first late-game free throw shooter in the history of basketball. DiVincenzo showed me something as still a young player to just say, give me the ball back. I got this. He didn't swish it, but he made it to force overtime.
Correct.
And then all of a sudden, Chris Middleton shifts back into high gear, and here he comes and scores 9 in overtime, and that's it.
And he takes all their shots.
Okay, after 0 for 6 in the fourth quarter. It was a guts game. It was a heart game for what was left of the Bucks without Giannis. And then I'm going to disagree because Jimmy Butler, who I have great respect for, said after the game, we relaxed after Giannis went out, and you just used the word relaxed. I didn't think that was what was going on. I thought they actually played a little tighter on offense because all of a sudden they went from cute little underdog to, you guys should do this.
Right.
And I thought they tightened up just a little bit over stretches where it's like, we should put them away now. And we try and we try and we try. And Tyler Hero came up big and over. Boy, he made a couple of big threes. Yeah. He's got clean.
Well, he gave him the lead. Skip, he gave him the lead. He came off of, Bam off a dribble handoff and hit a big three.
Right. But without Giannis, everything freed up for Milwaukee. Yes. The ball's moving. Everybody's involved. Whoever was open took the shot. There was no, should I give it to Giannis? Oh, he's not here.
Right.
And in the biggest picture, I liked watching their offense better without him. That doesn't mean the offense is better without him. It just against this team is so well coached and plays so hard on defense, you can loosen up their defense by moving the ball better.
Skip, this happens sometimes. We've seen situations where in football, and the team is playing well, and they got a pretty good quarterback, and he gets injured. And then the backup comes in, and he lights you up because you built your game plan to start the starting quarterback, and you have no idea what this guy.
That's a good point.
What you capable of doing.
Their whole game plan is build a wall.
Right.
And all of a sudden, you can't build a wall against Chris Middleton.
Yeah,
he's shooting it from.
I ain't building no wall for Bledsoe and Matthews.
No, you're not.
So now it's free flowing, and they're getting shots. Making shots. Skip, and maybe you're right. Maybe they did tighten up. Maybe the angle, man, we should win this. We should win this. But, Skip, I just thought the defense that was normally there, they were getting clean looks. And for the most part, they weren't giving the first 3 games. They didn't give the Bucks clean looks.
Yep.
And the Bucks got some great looks yesterday. Now, Middleton hit some tough shots. That last shot, that dagger one, Skip, hey, you just look at Spo like, Spo, what? I mean, what you want me to do, bro? You see, he pulled up on both of us from 27. I don't know what you want me to do about that.
I agree. Yep. So I'm not writing off the Bucks, even if they're
done. They did game 5. It's over.
It's over?
It's over game 5.
I don't think so.
It's over game 5. Can we get a case on that?
Well, we might. We just might. I'm going to think about that one. But
because Giannis is not playing.
They'd be
foolish to play Giannis.
Yeah, have they ruled him out? I don't think.
No, they haven't ruled him out. I mean, give him treatment every couple of hours around the clock. But Skip, this happened before. You remember Grant Hill?